cleaning computers, installing software, and moving technology equipment from building to building. Those are just a few of the things 23 summer workers did between 2019 and 2022. Over the years, that work cost the district nearly $100,000. We took a deep dive on Indiana Gateway, a statewide database gathering how taxes and public dollars are budgeted and spent. That's where we found these MSD Washington Township payroll records of the last 4 years.
Right.
Todd Hansen lives in the district. He was also doing the same research.
I am stunned. I am stunned.
Payroll records show at least 2/3 of these summer sub-technology workers between 2019 and 2022 are related to Washington Township employees. When you see that list of those names there, what do you make of it?
I recognize a lot of the names, and I recognize a lot of the names as administration.
Washington Township School Board member Christina Fry received a number of concerns from community members. We reached out to each board member. She was the only one who agreed to speak to us or give a statement.
I can understand why members of the community would see this and would say, this just doesn't pass the smell test. It just doesn't seem right.
Does it smell funny to you?
It raises my eyebrows.
In 2022 alone, 8 of the 10 workers were related to employees, including 2 children of Superintendent Nikki Woodson, a child of HR Director Matthew Kaiser, a child of former North Central Principal Evans Brannigan, and 3 sons of Technology Director Michael Kneebone. Does that seem like a coincidence to you?
Coincidences aren't coincidences. They were made to happen for a reason.
Graduation records show Kneebone's children didn't even attend Washington Township schools. District parent Kelly Campbell says she's bothered by the whole thing.
Because of the number of children versus the number of children that are not related to these, administrators.
We reached out to the district and requested interviews with Superintendent Woodson and Technology Director Kneebone. The district denied those requests. We also requested documentation of supervisors and timesheets. The district didn't provide either. But in a statement, it said workers were, quote, supervised by a variety of technology or operations department members depending on the tasks at hand. It also shared this district nepotism policy reading, persons related by blood or marriage to a member of the administrative staff should not be appointed to a position that is a line relationship involving supervision and evaluation of the position. But check out this last responsibility listed in a job description document the district shared with us. Other tasks as assigned by the Director of Technology.
Yes, sir. How about that? How about that? And to say that there's no direct line supervision. How about that?
No employee had a family member as their in-line supervisor.
If you're Director of Technology and your 3 children are working for sub-technology, that looks like a direct line to me.
The district says the job was posted online and open to all. It shared that job description sheet, but didn't provide any proof of the actual online postings between 2019 and 2022. The school board approved the hire of an external technology contractor in 2021. The contractor covered work for all grade levels except high school. But on May 17th, almost 3 weeks after our initial inquiry to the district, the technology director asked the board to extend and expand the contract so it also covers the high school. Now the district will no longer offer the summer sub-technology positions. In the studio, Michael Van Scoik, CBS 4 News.